What an absolutely stunning day it is today. It says in my car that it was -5 at the moment, but the sun is out and it doesn't feel like it. Like, look where I am. I am at the moment in Hurst Green in Ribchester. There's mountains over there. The mist is directly over there. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and show you after. But it's such a lovely village, and today I'm going to be walking around this area near Ribchester, Clitheroe as well. Just while he's up that way. So it's stunning, stunning little village. You can hear the sound of the water down there. It's just frost everywhere. It's proper wintry today. I love it. Pendle Hill is also meant to be, I think it might be that one over there on the left hand side. If you look through my other videos, I actually climbed up there in the heavy wind and the fog. So yeah, we had a good time up there last time. I'm going to try and get back up there in the summer when it's a nice day and explore a little bit more up there, I think. Just look at this view. This path is amazing. Oh, I feel amazing here. This is what nature does. When you see a setting like this, and you see like all of the colours, the sun, like how it makes you feel, this is what life's about. It's bliss. This life truly can be a heaven. I absolutely love this realm. Life's what you create it. Everything is up to you in life. There's a lovely stream down here, and it joins up with the river over there. That's the River Ribble. It connects all the way from this area to the sea in Lytham, St Anne's. There's a lovely view of the river down here and the bridge that crosses it. The terrain is hard on the foot because of all the frost, but it's much better than being in the bog like I have been on my recent walks. It's so wintry, I just love it. Just nestled in between them trees is an egret, a little egret. It's a bit smaller than a heron. I'm trying to wait for it to come out so you can see it properly, but there it is walking. Look at that. You don't see that very often in the country. We are near the river, that's why. I found the perfect place to have lunch, a little bench tucked away in between these hawthorn bushes. Perfect habitat, these bushes for robins and wrens and stuff. I've just seen them like scurrying around beneath me. It's like the whole place really is an ideal habitat for a variety of species. It's got the fields, the rivers, the pine trees over there. So it's a really good place for wildlife, is around the Clitheroe and Ribchester area. But yeah, I'm going to have a nice lunch here. It's so peaceful today. And it's full moon, so the energies are good. This is the driveway or the road up to Hurst College. Now I've seen pictures of this. It's founded in 1593 and it looks like it's got a couple of old world engines on the top. Now, I've only seen pictures of it. So I'm walking around this area today and I heard that it's in this area. So I'm going to stop by and take a look. Plus I hear there's another nice walk down this way. So let's take a look. Now on the ground here I've already found two interesting things. Now there's a big mound in front of me here with this obelisk type structure on top, and it's got the little indentations I always see on the old world structures, plus the same stonework, and a statue on top. I'm going to take a closer look who that is after, but it's on this mound as well. But here, this is what's really interesting. Can you see this structure here? This is what we see in all of the old world halls. The colonnades here, and it has the symbol of the toroidal coil at the top of the structure, and on top I can't quite figure out what that is, but I can't really actually get into this place. The gate's locked, it's a graveyard, but yeah, that's the little structure that we always see dotted around these huge, the main structures. We always see these the superfluous structures around the site. Now if you look back to my other videos, Chatsworth, and look back at my recent one at Lytham Hall, you will know that the old world had everything in symmetrical proportion and in line. So the building over there that I'm going to show you soon is directly in line with this obelisk. So there would definitely be water travelling down this road. It wouldn't be a road originally, it would have been water, exactly like Chatsworth and like Lytham Hall. It's a wonderful ground. And definitely an old world building, as you'll soon see. Now just take a look at this building. So this is Hurst College, what they call it now. And look at these two engines here, lightly 8 sides. Can't quite see from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like there's 6 here. There are times where there are not 8 sides exactly on these engines, but the majority of the time they do have 8 sides. But these are the engine houses where the engine would have been, the engine bay. You can see the turrets and ornamentation all the way along here. And you can see the symmetry all the way along the structure. Then we've got 2 copper domes with the conductor orb still intact on top. And again, if I zoom in even closer, you can see the indentations and exactly like what we see on all of the buildings that I've seen in the cathedrals and all the lines. You know what these here, if I zoom into here, these are little cavities and indentations. And again, if we go here, there's another dome with another spire, and again some similar indentation that I've seen at Chester on the top of the church and cathedrals, or so-called church and cathedrals there. We have the statues on top here, exactly like the cathedrals do, all the ornamentation, statues, designs. And this is the size of the building. And behind this structure, I can't actually get in because it's actually a college, not a open structure. They still have the water intact, and water played a very important role in the grid. And the water is still there. There's evidence on all of these. They leave the half-truth still here, but that is a fantastic building. It's a shame I can't actually go and have a look because it's a college. I've got these sheep actually ran up to me from back there and they're following me when I walk. Look. Come on, sheep. This section is actually even more peaceful than where I was before. Like, there's hardly even a traffic noise. It's just like the odd shooting which is going on. But what I meant with the copper domes before were that the domes, they were conductive. They were made of copper, distinct blue copper. And if you look throughout a lot of the buildings in our realm, you see that a lot of the so-called cathedrals and mosques and all of these buildings have a distinct copper dome, which is again it's conductive, and the buildings use these materials for a purpose, and it's no mistake, it's no accident that all of the buildings, no matter if they're a college like the one here or a cathedral, it's no accident that they share the same design principles, and that's because they all were in that same grid. So yes, what a place. It looks like here we have a little man-made water network here tucked away at the sides of Hurst grounds. It looks like it goes underneath the earth and travels along the grass to the grounds themselves over there. And this is again evidence that all of these systems were huge water networks. All these holes were huge water networks, so-called holes, sorry, because they were huge farms in the old world which harnessed the electromagnetic energy and used the water grid alongside it. So just exactly like Chatsworth House and Lytham Hall, places like the Palace of Versailles in France. And they used to just do just one huge water grid. It'll be interesting to actually go into there and have a look, but it's a college and it's a shame I can't actually go inside at the moment. I've just walked a footpath there following that wall alongside that field, and we've come again closer to the front of Hurst. And I finally found what I was talking about before. The water is in front of the structure. Some geese there as well. If I zoom in here, can you see the water in front of the structure here, still intact there? On the original wall there. So the evidence of water is still there in its original form. Pendle Hill is actually directly behind it as well. I think that's Pendle Hill anyway. There's a bit of renovation being done to the structure, I can see as well. And oh, actually I've just realised that there's a separate structure behind it. It's not part of the actual the domed school. Is that the spires belong to the structure next to it? You can see there. So yeah, it's very interesting that. So I took a long route back around and now we're right closer to Hurst. I took a route all the way across and back round here. So I managed to get a bit closer to show you these two lakes. So this bit in the middle separates the two. There's another one at the other side. Perhaps once it was one bigger lake, perhaps, or maybe it was always been two. But this is very similar, it's just a smaller version of Chatsworth, the Emperor Lake at Chatsworth, if you scroll through my other videos. So the living waters are still here. It's iced over now, as you can see. The birds are stood on the water. So there's a better view of the structure. And what a beautiful day. I just spoke to a guy as well. He said it was such a gorgeous day. I always love to hear other people acknowledge the beauty of our earth. Looking closely at these engine bays now, you can see, I think there might be 8 sides anyway, not 6. So that's more like it, that's more in tune with what they all were. And it looks like these circles, there've definitely been something taken out of there, some sort of magnetron there, definitely. We've also come across another nice little structure. I have a very important purpose with my videos, because obviously I love to travel and I'm building towards travelling further in the future and very soon. But the purpose that I really like to do the videos for is because I like to inspire people to get out and see the realm, to get out and search for the truth, and not just the truth on the outside, I mean the truth inside. That's why I do all the little messages inside my videos at the same time, because when we search outside and when we go into nature, we begin to search inside as well, and vice versa. Because when we begin to search inside, we begin to yearn to search outside. So I call this channel The Age of Albion, and the Age of Albion is all about the time that we're in and we're going into also, and it's about uniting humanity into the truth, working with nature, freedom to explore the realm, freedom to live our passions, and to be ourselves and to know ourselves. So yeah, this is what my channel's all about, and I'm working on a book right now, The Destiny of the World, which is going to be all that I know, all my knowledge put into a story. And I know it's going to be I know it's a good book, So I've been working a long time on it, so I just want to do that quick message today as well.